Hello and welcome to the third episode of a new show titled Please Welcome.
He's like a half werewolf, half vampire.
Yeah.
So, and he's like an original, it's just, I definitely recommend watching the show.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of a chick.
Today I'm joined by Noah Spang and Brady Kirkwood, two fellow alumni of Katanning Senior High School.
How are you doing, Noah?
Yeah, I'm doing good. How you guys doing? You know what's funny? You went to do that little comfy handshake thing. Before this, we totally planned the little comfy handshake. What camera are we on right now? There we are. So we went to go plan a little comfy handshake, which is where you do the little pinky insert thing or whatever and go like this and shake each other's hands. And I totally forgot.
You actually totally forgot the knuckle bump too.
Yeah, I did. I went for the handshake and went in. So that's
it's a great way to start off.
It is. It really is. So I introduced you both as fellow alumni of Bandung Senior High School because we all went there 2015. Graduation there. So we talked about it like last week a little bit, kind of the memories like Joey and Haley had from the senior high school and everything like that. What are some memories like that you guys like have?
I'll tell you what, and I think he would side with me on this. We were both sports guys, so I played golf, basketball, baseball, football for a short period of time, and then conditioning got away from me. But I feel like it's a different environment because now, some people may know I coach up here, help out.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just like I've heard people say before, you just had to be there.
Oh, yeah.
And so it was like, it's kind of like a clique. It was a clique, I guess you'd say. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'd say, like, as far as, like, the memories and stuff, I mean, we were all so close. Like, I talk to people that are still in school right now.
Yeah.
And they say, like, they can't believe how close our grade was. I mean, it's insane. There's so many memories.
Oh yeah, I mean, like like you were saying, like you've heard people talk about it. Like, so we just recently talked to somebody who said they were jealous of our grade and stuff, just because we had that camaraderie, and I think a lot of it came around our sports because we like I said last week, we had Jubilation Nation and things like that. To be there. Yeah, that was awesome. And you know what's funny? I ended up forgetting Cole Davis's older brother's name, Blake, and I knew it started with a B. And the entire time I went home and I was like, "That's Blake." Like, how did I forget that?
Yeah.
But Blake Davis and them started it, and they really kept it going. And
yeah, that was
that.
Crazy for being a smaller school. Like, especially like that basketball was where that was really big.
Yeah.
And it was a great experience. It made it so much more fun to play sports. And as we were saying, it wasn't like, it didn't matter if you did band or chorus or basketball or tennis or were in Leo Club. It just felt like it was kind of a smaller school and everyone was just in the same clique, I guess.
Yeah. And I'll even say like with musical and stuff, I have more memories there because that's the stuff that I did in like band. But one of the memories I had with a very close friend of mine, I wouldn't say both of you, with Ed Morris. I remember it was my junior year, and I had just bought new Jordan shoes. And this was like, I was like trying to get into be a sneakerhead and stuff. I don't know what was happening. Like, I wanted to be like into shoes, and I couldn't. Like, I tried, so I bought Jordans. They were the Sons of Mars, was the name of them.
I remember.
And they were black and red. And I remember I wore them in, and I got called down to the gym, and Morris says, "Hey, I need you to run the Pacers or the Pacers or whatever." And because I missed them, and I said, "Listen, can I do them another day?" And he ends up saying, like, "No, you gotta do them now." And I gave him a little bit of lip. I won't lie. I was like, "I'm not creasing my new shoes." And so he ended up making me run. And then Mr. Elise came in. As I'm running, I'm like, "Screw you, Morris, like whatever." Like I'm like real mad. I'm like, "You make me crease my shoes." And Elise walks in the other door. He's like, "I heard all of that." So he went and told him, and I was like, I had to run even more.
Yeah, Pacers were they weren't fun. I can remember. I mean, that had almost like bad dreams sometimes.
Do they still do them?
Beep.
Yeah. Be ready to run in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, exactly. I think they do still do them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was I don't know what I was gonna say there. Like and it's almost back to where we started in terms of like the little stories like that. I feel like don't happen as much since the consolidation.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, I think it's great what they're doing up here, like the totally sidetrack it. But.
Oh no, I mean like up here, especially like the studio we're in now, is just crazy.
Well, that was the
ridiculous.
first thing we said to one another. Is like it's ridiculous. Everything up here looks to be pretty new and just bigger.
Yeah, it's funny because I even told Swanson and Chris, who gave us permission to shoot these shows in here and stuff like that. I told him, I said, it's a really nice studio and really nice lights that you have in the studio, except I'm going to turn them all off and use like these little stick lights and stuff, because it was just the mood I was going for. I wanted it to be like just a calm, chilled, relaxed, But one thing that I did want to talk about, because I know you weren't one of them, but we were both in the Who's Who for our year. I was the most artistic and you were the most dramatic, which is fitting.
Yeah, pretty fitting. Funny story about that, just on a side. I actually tied for 4 things. So I kind of chose most dramatic to make it a little bit simpler. Yeah. And I can't remember exactly. I think Biggest Flirt with Braden Toy. Class Clown with Cole Davis.
Was it the eyes? Because I know you have blue
Prettiest
eyes.
Eyes with Jeremy Yakmak. And actually Worst Car. And, rest in peace, my old Blazer. So there was 4 or 5 things, and it was, I don't know, but it was kind of I can remember just they called me down, and I was like, I mean, I'll take most dramatic. It's pretty fitting, and I think that gave my other friends, my closer friends, I should say, a spot in the yearbook. So
Well, you brought it up beforehand, Billy Baker, because I'm friends with Billy. I've been friends with Billy for about 15 years now, which is crazy ridiculous, since first grade. And he got most likely to be famous.
Yes.
And it was for all the wrong reasons. Because I love Billy so much. He was definitely a crazy kid in high school. But yeah, that is one of the funny things. I was actually in his picture. Gabby Cravener was also in it. She was the interviewer, as if he was being taken to jail or something. And
you were the policeman. Right?
Yeah. We had for TV Pro, we had a cop uniform or whatever. I just threw it on in some Oakley sunglasses or something. And I just remember I was it was just funny. I was just taking him to jail or whatever.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. It was a good time. Besides that, I mean, we're all a close group of friends. It's we all hang out together, and it's funny because we have a group. It's called I guess you would say it is the fraternity that Katanning never wanted, and it is Phi Kappa Dodo. And
you know what? I'm gonna let Kirkwood take this.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you want to kind of hear how it begun. And,
exactly.
Because I got into the niche.
Yeah, I got into it. I'll tell you right now, a little bit on me. I got into hanging out with you guys about a year ago, just out of the blue. We just started hanging out a lot. I lived a lot. I moved a lot closer, so I'm a minute away. So I was like, I'm gonna go hang out with these guys now, and then we all became really close friends. And then you guys ended up saying "Welcome to Phi Kappa Dodo," and I was like, "What's that?" And you guys explained it, and so if you want to go ahead and explain how it started.
I'll let Kirkwood take this
explain
one,
how it came into.
Well, it's kind of funny. We, me, Noah, Jeremy Yakmak, we all went to BC3 for college, and we were sitting in class one day, and I don't even know what we were talking about. And me and Jerry were actually talking, and he was.
Lord knows what possessed me to bring this up, because some days I regret this. So.
Yeah. And he was looking at his phone or something, and we're talking, and then he comes over and he's like, "Guys, I just got an idea." He's like, "Let's move into my Graham's basement. Let's fix it up. It would be a cool place to hang out." And I mean, what was it that day that we went?
Yeah, I think, and it was love my grandmother, but it was a train wreck. It was a lot of work. Yeah. And it was probably, it was sometime during that week, I'd say, within there. And Brady and I started, and Jeremy, and actually your twin brother for a while was out there. Congratulations to him, by the way.
Getting married. I still can't believe that.
Anyhow, so we, there's a book, you've been down there, there's the bookshelf, and we renovated it all. We put I bought a new TV for it, we hung it up, we got furniture down there now. I mean, we got an aquarium.
Yeah. Okay. Listen. We went with one fish, and I remember when we went to go get that TV. I remember we got it at Walmart. It was the last TV. It was the last TV they had, a display model they were trying to get rid of. And we waited around and saw it was like dropping by like $100.
Yeah, it kept like going down like 3 times in the 10 minutes we were there.
Yeah, every like 5 minutes it would drop down in price. So we got it for what, like $300?
Yeah, it was like the
something?
4K smart TV, 55-inch.
Yeah, like it's a good deal. And so we went, and a guy helped us take it out on one of those carts. And he said, "What are you guys, a fraternity?" And we said, "Well, kinda."
Yeah, and but where was I going with that story? Oh, when we started. So, like I said, it was a complete, like basically an utter clutter disaster down there. I mean, no one spent time down there, but we, like, you know how it's separated. We got the bedroom, the living room. The bedroom, you see, has all new flooring in it, a new bathroom, multiple beds for us all to hang out. Living area, like I said, there's new furniture out there, everything you can think of. But when the first memory that comes to mind, and it's a random one, like you said, the day of or sometime that week, we went out there to clean it up. And she has the bookshelf, like the mini library type thing in the basement.
That nobody's taken a book from in years.
Exactly. So like you see now that there's only like 2 or 3 rows of books on like the 4 or 5 shelves. Yeah. Well, at first,
which is the best row?
Which is the second row.
Row.
Yeah. Side story, we made it all real neat because there's like the same books. But we collected probably 15 boxes of straight up like any book you can think of. Yeah. So like there was books, and like this was before you were there, and I mean, but it's just crazy. We had to take like, it took us just a books in boxes this big.
They're talking
we had to load 2 or 3 times into a car to drive to the library because my grandma like went through them all. We like had her do it, and but it was just, that's the one that sticks with it. But it was a lot of work. But I wouldn't change anything. Like I said, that I like being closer with you guys now, and we joke about it being a little fraternity per se. Yeah. And I think she enjoys having us out there as well.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, as much as she probably gets like frustrated and stuff like that, I knew if we all just up and didn't go there anymore, she would have a little piece of her heart just ripped right on.
Oh yeah, you guys know as much as me. She complains, but she wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah, exactly. Like we cleaned up the garage just recently too for her, and she loved that.
Yeah, exactly. So we've been doing things like that, but it's actually been over 2 years since since like the initial, I guess we'll call it the first night we kind of stayed or slept over.
Do you guys know the exact day? Let's just throw a ranger and be like, yeah.
It was.
You know what? He has
January 20th something.
Yeah, because it was not to bring up anything sad in a happy environment, but it was. We kind of decided. I think partially I decided to do it. Because my grandfather was sick in the hospital, so she would have been by herself. And so it would have been right before then because he passed away 2 years ago on the 30th of January. Yeah. So it would have been a little, but it was before then because he was in the hospital and we were staying out there with her. So, but we have a picture, so we do have an exact date, but I couldn't guess what it is right now.
No, and I think you actually told me about that, moving in to kind of make sure she had people there to be able to talk to and things like that.
And it's one above and beyond though. So, but I mean, which is good though.
So now here's something that we're all going to talk about. Now I'm not wearing a hat, and one of you two are wearing a hat for a reason, because at the Fidodes, and being the Fidodes and everything, we're just a crazy bunch of guys, and we just do things spur of the moment. So last night we were getting our hair cut. And so
this was a minor thing, by the way, to the viewers.
Yeah. So I asked you to this for real is not the craziest thing. We've been on the roof trying to hang lights without anything, just hanging over. Like, grab my feet. but it's like I told you cut my my sides for me down because they were getting a little bit longer, and I didn't really want to go get a haircut. But
I mean, I'm pretty simple, a little buzz cut here.
Yeah. Now when it comes to Kirkwood,
mine's a little simple too. I mean, just a little mullet action going on.
Oh my gosh!
Like that
just a little mullet.
Oh my,
do a full spin. Nice. Do a full spin if you can. Like just a little spin.
I don't think I can. I mean,
that mullet. And you know what's funny? He trusted Noah and I to do it. And we did.
Part.
I mean, we did a good job. Like, I lined it up for him. He actually just went and just shaved it all off.
I figured you guys would do a good job. I mean, I gave you your haircut and I didn't mess it up.
Yeah.
Almost messed yours up.
Yeah, when you got to the back or whatever. You were saying, my hair, just like, it's different. So, like, in the back, it's cut differently. And you said that was giving you a little bit of trouble.
We're trying to get him to shave that beard. And we just can't convince him.
Oh, that would have been awesome, though.
That's never going to happen.
I'm thinking, like, if we could get this video to, like,
Oh,
Maybe like 5,000 views or something.
that'd be insane.
We could do it.
Yeah, maybe.
Or
Maybe.
something. We can set a number.
If we
some
got
other
it,
time.
if we got it, because this channel right now, the highest the views have been is like 150 or 160. If we can hit at least,
We'll have 3 different people
like,
sharing.
if
now,
we can
too,
hit
though.
like at least 200,
If you can get it to,
We'll say 1,000. That's 4 digits.
I was gonna say if you
We
can
can
get
do
it to
1,000.
800.
Okay.
Yeah,
There's
okay.
If you
no
can get it to 800, I will shave. I will keep like this right here.
By
I'm not
when?
gonna. I'm not gonna shave like.
because some of my videos that have been on there for like 3 years have now have 800 views.
We'll give it a year.
Okay.
A year.
Oh,
800
a
views
whole
in a year.
year? 800
You're
views
done.
in a-
You're done for, dude.
in a whole
It's
year?
gone. Just say goodbye to your viewers.
I think the whole thing we have to say goodbye to, though.
the whole thing.
We'll make it 1,000 for the whole thing. That's
Okay,
fair.
1,000 for the whole thing. 800 we'll get rid of down to like you can keep like the goatee.
And the reason
section.
this is so
yeah, I'll
big
keep
to the
this.
people watching,
Yeah, you can keep that.
They're probably confused. The reason this is so big is because he's had a beard since like 6th grade.
Yeah, for real.
So
That's another-
and the
that's
last
another
time he
memory.
clean
Yeah.
shaved was
Tanning.
in 9th grade.
Yeah.
That's why we've always we just kind of want him to see what he looks like with
and
the
it would
baby
be
face again.
awesome. Yeah, and like that's the thing. You've always had it for forever. I mean, seriously, since what do you like? You just said 9th grade in reality.
9th grade, was the last time that I didn't have hair on my face, where I didn't have a beard.
It's so weird though. It's gonna be It's like you're gonna be missing part of you, like as if we cut your ear off. Like it's that big of a deal.
Well, it's actually pretty rare for me too to have a.
Yeah, me.
I take a raise. Yeah, you get a raise. I usually have a goatee rocking, so it's a little
Yeah,
different.
You've met his
yourself
dad
as
before, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
goodness, here we go.
I mean, they look exactly the same.
Eric, right?
Yeah, that's probably why you cut it off because he was like.
Because I think he messed up in the intro.
How can I be more like
This
Eric
is-
Spang?
Yeah,
Eric
this is Eric
Spang.
Spang.
How can I be more like Eric Spang? That's when I wake up in the morning and all I think about is.
I mean, you already dead on. Like you just gotta be you. But that's the thing. See, for me, with my facial hair, man. I mean, you saw I grew it out for a little bit. Now it looks so bad. I look like a little French boy, like a little trying to grow out my little.
That's what we need to do. We need to get you and Jeremy Yakmack if you're. We'll make him watch this.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have you guys go no shaving
Yeah.
for a whole year.
Oh my god.
And see what all the stringers you guys are pulling
Oh,
off.
I'd probably just have a little goat, little guy,
Little thing.
Well, because Jeremy, like I said, these people wouldn't know who he is, and he has the blonde stash. And
Oh,
he always
yeah.
tries to keep it.
Yeah,
Just,
because his
two
hair is
long
just
hairs
light.
here,
Yeah.
one here.
Yeah. That's actually really funny. So this brings me into the next thing. I know you guys watch a lot of Netflix. I mean, we all watch a lot of Netflix together. And I can't watch it now with you guys because you guys are on the... I already know what you're going to say, but what are you guys watching on Netflix?
So yeah, well, personally for me, I'm kind of a chick flick guy. I've already been through.
For real.
I've been through Gossip Girl. I've watched One Tree Hill. I've watched Beverly Hills 90210. And just so right now, and I got Kirkwood involved in it.
Yeah, you
And
guys
it's
are-
a
glad he
random
did
show,
that.
and we're
I'm glad
so
he did.
glued to it, and it's Vampire Diaries, and it's really long. I mean, it's 8 seasons of 20 plus episodes in each season. And the nice thing is we found out because we've binged through this, we're on season 7 now, so we're almost done. And there's a spinoff called The Originals, which is another 4 seasons. So. But
and I can't wait for you guys to get to that. Woo!
But yeah, I mean, if you want to, explain a little bit more, kind of what it is, and it's just.
I mean, it's just about this small town, and they have vampires, and there's werewolves, hybrids, and
Some witches.
Yeah, I mean,
Some heretics. There's all kinds of things.
Oh
And
my god.
what's funny is when we do it, and we'll sit there and now we're so into it though.
Yeah.
And people watching this, the creator, if he saw this, he would think we're hysterical being 20 plus years old involved in this. And we pretend sometimes the witches can control the werewolves' brains.
I'll go to Mel all the time. and I'll
So
be
we almost pretend and we talk to each other there's a character named Klaus.
Yeah.
And hybrid, he's a hybrid. He's my favorite character. So, and a hybrid's a half werewolf, half vampire.
Yeah.
So, and he's an original, which is, it's just, I mean, I definitely recommend watching the show.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of a chick flick, but a little bit of action-y and makes you think.
I will say this. I'll say 2 things here real quick. You asked earlier how you could wake up and be more like Eric Spang. Well, I'll tell you how. Just drop the chick flicks. And then you will be perfectly 100% just like him. No, but the other thing is, speaking about Vampire Diaries, I remember I watched a couple episodes with you guys, so I kind of got on board with what you guys were explaining to me and how about it. Well, they go out in this sunlight with rings. When our aquarium, throwback to our aquarium, when we bought the fish, the guy who was taking the fish out for us had this huge class ring on, and it kind of looks like the rings. I remember you looked at him and were laughing, and I said, what are you guys laughing about? And you go, and you pointed at the finger, and I see it. We're all busting out laughing behind this kid, trying to, like, keep our laughs, like, muffled so he didn't, like, turn around.
He was definitely a vampire.
But we were dying. Yeah, he was guaranteed vampire. Like, guaranteed. If we walked out in the parking lot, our blood was gone.
Yeah, so we met a vampire, we think, and that guy. But a funny thing, going back to the Phi Kappa Dodos and staying out there, I'm still convinced that your grandpa was a vampire.
He has like to give a little bit of context to what he just was saying. There's like this random like wooden stake, like you shove into a vampire's heart, basically, like just chilling out downstairs next to like I think somebody looked it up. The skull, it's like a groundhog skull or something, but it's like a rattle type thing, a beaver skull. But it's like a rattle with like feathers, and we're like, that's for the werewolf.
I believe they're called it's a Native American history thing.
Yeah,
my grandfather was really into it.
And
it's a speaking stick, exactly. So like it would be like if you're holding the stick, you could talk and then you pass it. And but yeah, he has a lot of like interesting old school artifacts supernatural
/ just hoarding random things.
But what's funny is like inside of like because it was above the fireplace where we found that like wooden stake.
Oh yeah.
And we found in the show there's like another part where there's like a knife that can only like whatever kill or murder someone else.
Yeah.
And it had like a weird old school design on it.
Yeah.
And we then were thinking like, all right, holy cow. So then we have ourselves psyched out, and then we think we hear things, and we pretend like we have to invite people in the house.
Do you remember the night? I totally off topic a little bit, and then we'll come back to it. But do you remember the night you and I were sitting there downstairs? There's like a wooden. Okay, there to give a little context. There's like a wall with a couch, like little living room area.
Yeah.
And then by like the bedroom, there's this huge like two double doors or whatever. And we hear something, just big thud, smack the door. And we're like, oh, it's somebody. So Noah goes over and like opens the door, and nobody's there. And then we hear it again, and we're like, okay, this is weird. So you grab the 2x4, I grab the golf club. We're going around the house waiting, and Dodo comes out, Dodo being your grandma, comes home, and we're like we look like we're about to like just get into the biggest fight you've ever seen. And she's like, what are you guys doing? We said, well, we heard a noise. And she goes,
what's funny is it wouldn't be if we would accidentally hit her, it wouldn't have been the first time we like broke something on her technically.
Yeah.
What?
That was before you.
My dog broke her leg.
Oh, really?
That was before you started coming out.
Flint, rest in peace.
Yeah.
But he broke her leg when he was a puppy, like real young when I first just got him. She like went to walk him in the morning, like to be nice, I guess, and like I guess he wasn't with me, so she was mad and was like, I'll let him out. And she went to like walk down through the yard down to the golf course, and she slipped on mud from the ruts in the yard from where we parked.
Oh my god!
And she broke her ankle.
Oh my god!
Her leg, or
you know what? I think I knew that
she blamed
deep
that
down.
on me. I don't know.
Kirkwood, it's your fault.
How. I don't remember why.
Yeah,
either, but
we always just blame Logan Slegel for anything now. just pick the name out. And,
I'll tell you this though, on Netflix, you guys been watching that. I don't know what possessed me. It's like somebody tells you don't look at something, but you kind of want to look.
Yeah, exactly.
You get like tempted. Well, a movie just came out, and it's now on Netflix. It's called the Emoji Movie.
Oh my goodness!
It's known as the worst movie to come out, and I just had to see how bad it was.
Okay.
Oh, it's awful.
It is awful.
Like it's super bad. Like nobody was lying. It is the worst movie.
Yeah, I mean, I would say we're all kind of Netflix fanatics.
Yeah.
So like, that's like a big part of it. Like I know that's a weird thing. Like, and but I couldn't tell you how many dumb movies that we've watched.
Oh, yeah.
Probably you and I. Even.
Yeah,
we've looked up the stupidest.
Yeah,
of things.
just been like, hey.
And sometimes it goes the other way around. Sometimes it's
we watched that movie, The Babysitter.
The scary
it
movie,
was gonna be good.
and it was all right.
It was decent.
It was a pretty
halfway
good movie.
decent. I loved whenever Bella Thorne's character, like or whatever, she gets.
I love Bella Thorne.
Yeah, same. But she gets like stabbed or like shot in it, like by like the bad people or whatever, and she's still like alive. But she's like screaming. She's like it was just a funny moment.
Yeah.
But it was just her character. It like worked. It was a good movie. I mean, you could definitely see how it was gonna end. You definitely saw how things were coming like into play, but It was pretty cool. There's another one out now that's kind of like The Babysitter, but it's reverse roles. It's like a kid who's bad, and it's like it's kind of cool, kind of neat. Yeah. I also watched the Open House, which is also an awful horror movie. It's I thought it was gonna be like somewhat decent, and I knew it wasn't gonna be great because I already watched some of the reviews on it on YouTube. But it stars the kid from 13 Reasons Why, the main guy who like gets the tape and he's like super sad because I don't know, I haven't watched 13 Reasons Why, I've just seen him. Well, he's in this movie, and it's just kind of weird. Like he's like a runner, and you think he's gonna like that's gonna come into play at any point in the movie. It doesn't. No, like he's on his feet. He's gonna outrun the killer and like or whatever. Nope.
It's almost like kind of like a scary movie type vibe.
Yeah, I mean it's supposed to be a scary movie, like 100%. It's like a horror.
No, I mean like the scary movie.
Oh, the scary.
Like the scary movie, like Scary Movie 1, Scary Movie 2.
Oh, like funny,
that's like kind
parody?
of like funny parody.
Not
like,
exactly. It
but
was like
just
they were trying to be serious and then they just failed. That's literally how it happened. Like there's a character in there who she you think she's crazy,
yeah,
and that she actually has insight to like this killer and stuff. And then all she has is Alzheimer's, and she's just wondering, like, that you learn that she has Alzheimer's, and that's about it. And it's like, okay, I mean, that's kind of cool if you would have went somewhere with it, but they didn't. Like, she actually knew what she was talking about or something. That'd be cool. Like she brings up all these different things. It would have been cool had she, like, actually been involved and known what was going on, and people just thought she has Alzheimer's or something. You know, I don't know, something like that would be cool.
But on the Netflix side of things, I mean, you watch, like, I know we were just talking about chick flicks. Like, you're into, like, like some documentaries and stuff, like the sports doc.
Yeah,
and,
I mean...
Yeah. Some are good. I mean, some are bad. It's just exactly how anything else can be.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I've been watching, it's called Shooter. It's about a ex-sniper. It's kind of cool. What else? That, Coach Snoop or something.
Oh, dude, I saw that. That just came out just recently, yeah.
Friday Night Tykes. It's kind of cool.
I recommend Ozark.
Ozark's a good show. Even though I only watched part of it with you, because I even said, like, no, like I said to Noah, I said, listen, this is a good show. Please, for the love of God, just don't watch this without me. We'll watch it together. What's he do? He's on like he's already up for.
Well, there's only one season on there, but I watched the season in like 2 days.
He watched it without me. I was like, thanks. So I had to watch it by myself. But here's a quick question for you. Now that we're on the topic of movies and stuff like that, what do you think your most quotable movie is? Like the movie you know the most lines and words to.
Wow.
Mine's an easy one. Harry Potter. Any of the Harry Potters. Like I sat there and watched those. Those were my entire childhood, like growing up. So
I would have to say probably Varsity Blues. I mean, I quote that a lot.
You do quote that.
There's so many like.
Yeah, I would say for me it'd have to be probably some type of sports movie or like funny movie. Like Will Ferrell, I really like.
Yeah.
I could probably do a lot of Will Ferrell movies, like basically the whole way through.
I just quoted the other guys the other day. I said to somebody,
Aim for the bushes?
Yeah, aim for the bushes. Yeah.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah. We said, I forget who it was, but we were talking like, you know how you're like, I don't want to wait in line, just shoot me, that kind of thing. But the one girl I was talking to, I said, oh my gosh, let's just jump off this building together. And she said something, and I said, aim for the bushes. And because they jump off the building, you know, and then they just smack concrete. Spoiler alert! But it is one of those. I can't believe you even guessed it.
Yeah, I mean, I can. Like I said, I can. That's just like a big famous one, but but out of sports movies, like I know you like Remember the Titans a lot. That's a good football movie. I could probably do that one. Probably some inappropriate ones that we won't bring up, but yeah, I don't know. That's a really good question though, because like. It doesn't necessarily have to be your favorite movie per se.
Yeah.
But because I think the quotable ones are more so like a lot of times comedy.
Yeah.
That you feel
exactly,
like.
Yeah.
But like for you with Harry Potter, I just know like you've always been a real like fan of it, which I like it too.
Always.
Lord of the Rings though.
That was a quote right there. Always.
Lord of the Rings though, like no.
No, not for me. I was more of a Star Wars, Harry Potter kind of kid. Like I like those two.
Didn't get wrong with Star Wars either. So.
Yeah. I will say you're right. Like your most quotable movie doesn't have to be your favorite movie, and that's actually the next question. What is your favorite movie? Like if you had to pick one to watch for the rest of your life.
Ooh. one movie to watch for the rest of my life, it would have to be something like inspirational. So, or with like I don't know, like a happy but like good storyline where someone like works for what they earn it.
Yeah.
Like The Pursuit of Happiness, maybe.
That's a good one. I actually watched that. I liked it, didn't love it.
I don't know, but I think it's maybe not so much the movie of it, but it's like the idea. Like I don't know, something with a vibe like that. That's another. I don't know if I could pick just one to rewatch. That's hard.
I definitely can because I've burned through probably 3 discs already of this movie. Remember the Titans.
Yeah.
Just being a football player and stuff like that. That movie is just, it's insane to see what they did and accomplished with all the adversity and stuff.
Well, it's funny that you bring that up too, like as your favorite movie, because Chris Garetano in the first episode of Please Welcome, he ended up saying I had them list off 3 recommendations for movies you should watch. And he said he thinks you should watch Remember the Titans. It's a really good movie. Yeah. It's one of those ones that like really does show you like diversity and overcoming diversity and things in a positive way.
I think I changed my mind. Hoosiers.
What?
Hoosiers.
I've never even heard of that.
It's a basketball movie.
Oh, that's
an
probably
old basketball movie.
Why.
Come to think, like when it made me think of it when he's like, I burnt through 3 discs. Like I probably, and that's maybe my most quotable too.
Oh yeah.
Or like, but yeah, it's just a basketball movie back in like from their team from Indiana, which is a big basketball state, and he coaches them to like the state title. So, but yeah, that might be it for me.
I'd probably say I mean, if I could pick a Harry Potter film, it'd be the 5th one because I love the director for that movie, David Yates. I thought he was a great director. I thought it was a great movie. I thought it was. I love the feeling of it, and I love the soundtrack. Like there's this little part where it goes dun 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 dun, and like it like goes like it's more of like a light, and it gets like these flutes in there. I love the soundtrack. I could sit there and listen to the soundtrack of that movie just over and over again. Dun, 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 dun.
I feel like when you said like David Yates there, I almost was gonna be like, I was gonna try to play it off and be like, oh, I know David very well. Like, I can give him a call.
I'd be like, wow,
like just like how we're at the table here, just made me feel like, David Yates, great man. Like I just had dinner with him and his wife the other night.
Yeah, they actually ordered like some famous wine. Or whatever. But if I had to pick a movie other than like Harry Potter or like not a franchise movie, I'd probably say the Secondhand Line. I think is what the name of it, Secondhand Line. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it. It's a really good Secondhand Line. It's about this kid who goes to live with his 2 uncles in quotes because they're not actually his uncles. You find out in the end, like with some of the stuff. But they have like they're sitting on a pile of money. They have these stories and stuff. I think it's a really good ride. I will find the DVD and I will let you guys watch it. I think you guys, especially you two with your taste, will like this movie. It's definitely like a really good one, and it's funny because I've never met anybody who like has ever heard of that movie and liked it. And I met somebody like when I talked last week about like how I was like never really friends with any Ford City kids because we went to Katanning and you just didn't really talk to them until after they merged, merged and everything. Yeah. But I'm friends with a girl named Maya Gladichesky, and she said the same thing was her favorite movie, and it was weird because she said it was her favorite movie before I even told her what mine was. And,
no, but like I don't want anyone to have the wrong take on like us. Like it was a friendly rivalry though.
Oh yeah,
at times. Like no, it was heated.
Yeah,
like as being sports guys, like I said, like there are some times where like, oh, I hate this kid. Which never you did, but it was and in reality, it was there's a lot of good people from Fort City.
Oh yeah, and I'll probably
relatives and but it was a friendly rivalry.
Yeah, it was like obviously whenever you're playing the game, like. Yeah, you're not gonna like each other, but afterwards, like there's a couple of guys that I talked to and stuff like that. I mean, it's not like we hated each other.
Exactly.
It was just one day out of the year.
Yeah, and for me, it's like doing this show. It's like I've interviewed a lot of canning people. I want to move into definitely talk. I mean, hey man, like record shows.
No, one can't say that because he's a coach.
Scoreboard, but no.
I'm neutral now. Being an assistant / LVAD and Armstrong. But
I will say
I went there with once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I definitely want to have more Ford City people, and I will have more Ford City people in here because I want to show Armstrong 100%. I actually, whenever we did the show last week, we talked about memories. I talked about the last Ford City Katanning game and stuff. I said I'd link the Underdog Story, and I watched it, and dude, honestly, I've never been more proud to be a Wildcat. Still, 3 years out, after watching the Underdogs like Sports Illustrated thing they did on us because it was so well done. And I mean, like my brother's in there. He was on the football team along with you, and there's a shot of him crying.
Well, they might have a picture or a shot of him crying, but they also had a shot of him after he puked.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the locker room.
Well, that's actually
Which
really funny.
I'm glad they made that documentary because I had a concussion leading up to that.
So now you couldn't remember it.
What was the final score, man?
46. Was it? 43. I think it might have been 43.
43-6. I don't know, but
all I know is
in reality, Michael Bardavage was in that a lot for the Ford City thing. And, just to randomly bring up, he's like a town cop now for us in Katanning.
Yeah.
And he's a great guy. Was on the news for helping out kids. So I look at it, I'm like, I kind of feel bad because like it was such a heated rivalry. Yeah. And it ended I think the series ended in a tie, right?
Yeah. 37-1.
Yeah, 37-1. In the last few years, they had a tough year against us.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't say it doesn't hurt to every once in a while to say like, well, how'd you guys do? And be like, well, Ford City only beat us, I think, our freshman year. And then the rest was like, they beat us like by 3. We beat them like 43-6. Yeah. So, like football is such a big one.
Oh yeah.
And I have to bring up golf now because
because you were part of the golf.
We were part of the golf team, and we made the Whippeal finals every year, 3 section titles. So.
You guys had
basketball. We were playing only. We broke. This is a school now. I'm speaking. Like a 37-year drought. We made the playoffs. Tennis. We broke like a 30-some-year drought. Made the playoffs.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So that's actually
really awesome. I will say something because we kind of got off topic. Somehow going down back to the memories, which is fine because I love talking about those memories. Wipe the tear from your eye. It is awesome to talk about, but I want to bring up something to both of you. So you guys know, out of the group, I'm the one who's like really into film. And I even tried to make a short film called After Us in memory of my mother who passed away in 2012. Well, now I'm finally working on something that I might be able to dedicate to her here soon, but I totally am dropping After Us. And I want to talk a little bit about it just because there was a scene on the first day that we shot that you both were in. And it's like a party scene because the couple that's in it, the two main characters are a couple and stuff. This is where they really break things off and they understand that the relationship is done. And you come in with style. I gave you the longest speaking role.
Speaking role. I mean,
I just have like the face. I have the face. I have the face for the camera. Yeah. Is what it is. No, but no, I think
Eric does have a face for the camera.
Yes, he does. You're darn right.
Can I get up and leave?
You at least got to stay for another 10.
But so that After Us, I had like just a minor speaking role in it, but it opened up my eyes a little bit to like appreciate more like what other people enjoy doing because I kind of enjoyed doing it. So like never be afraid to try something you wouldn't think about trying. So like having like your other friends out there that I don't hang out with as much.
Exactly.
Like Joey was there. He's back there.
Yeah, Joey's in
He's
there.
back there. He's helping us out now. So, but yeah, it was like I don't know, just having like the camera is like there and like moving around and have like people just so like you could tell everyone that you had there doing it love what they were doing. So it kind of like made you didn't have to be a film guy or an artist guy to like be like wow like.
I mean, and that's the thing. Like there's a certain level of work put in and involved into doing this. Like we shot until late at night, and we started around like 4 in the afternoon. Like we kind of needed it to be a little bit darker anyway. But you even saw it. Like we set up lights. We have to go through so many checks first to make sure everything looks good, and and then nothing's being shown. Like the lights that we have on us now, they're artificial lighting. When we artificially light, you can't see a light stand, or it gives away the immersion of being in the film and being in that moment with people. So there's even a scene like. When we shot your scene, your head covered up a little clamp lamp that we put onto the door.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. Like I was in it. Like they had me. Like I had to like reach. I had to change. And like there's like a light here, a camera here, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like I'm ready to move. Like so it makes it hard. Like it makes me like I don't know. Like I just appreciate. I appreciated more of what it takes into making a movie or a film or a documentary or something. And but the party scene, like as you said, like he was in it. And it was just kind of like we had guys.
What did I have you do? I think you were playing like Pong or
Yeah, I
something?
was playing some kind of game.
There's like
I
guys
remember,
dancing with
right?
the
Yeah.
lamps on their
Yeah.
heads. And,
Yeah.
I think it was Corey Hagen.
Yeah, because we basically to give a little bit of insight into what that scene was. Like the transition as he's going outside, there's like this as we follow him out, you kind of see the whole party and just how like crazy and loud it is. Because he doesn't really want to be there. He's only there because his girlfriend's there and these are her friends type of deal. And when he takes a step outside, we see how it goes from real crazy. And when he takes a step outside, it's just real like it's an instant change. It's real quiet. And then we can get into this serious moment.
And I was the mood swapper.
Yeah, you were.
My role.
Yeah, you kind of reminded us that there was that party still going on just beyond the door.
Oh, you want
Yeah.
real life too?
Yeah,
Always letting us know that the party's gonna live on.
the party doesn't stop till he comes in and ruins the whole scene.
Thank you. Thank you very
But
much.
you even came out like your scene was right after they break up too. You end up opening the door and be like, "Hey guys, the party's inside" or something. And the girl, like she's mad, so she storms past you, and you kind of turn, you're like, "What's her problem?" Like to this guy who just has his heart broken now, you know. And it's just kind of funny, and then it was just like into the scene. It was a flashback memory. And we're not going to talk about the rest of the film because it's never going to happen. Maybe down the road sometime. And if I would ever make it big for any reason, you guys know. I always said it. I'm taking y'all with me because I mean, seriously.
Spielberg.
I mean, well, if you look at James Gunn, who does Guardians of the Galaxy,
Spielberg. Like, what's gonna be like Spielberg?
at least call me just call me Anderson. It's good. Wes Anderson.
Yeah, but
My
that doesn't
favorite.
sound as good. Like,
Yeah,
I don't even know who that is
know.
really.
Yeah.
Well, you've heard of his movies.
Yeah, but
right?
everyone knows
yeah.
Spielberg.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I'll take it. But definitely one of those things. But I think we're running out of time. I don't know. Joey hasn't let me know through my little earpiece that I'm wearing today. I hear. Yeah, we're good. He said yeah. Okay, so we're about 43 minutes in. I said to you both, well, this is a new show. I mean, this is a show we're trying to figure out things, switching up things, trying to like figure stuff out. As you've seen on this episode, it's like trying new things like the little earpiece and doing the Netflix and Tell segment and stuff like that. Which I really like. I find that to be something because everybody watches Netflix, and Netflix, if you're watching, sponsor me one day. That'd be cool. That'd be really cool. But
This show is sponsored by Netflix.
yeah, that'd be awesome. But I will say, as we wrap things up, we kind of came up with an idea yesterday because I asked you guys for my guests and stuff like that, and you guys wanted to shoot the day after I asked you, which I thought was awesome. But we came up with a segment because we did last week. We ate the capsaicin, pure capsaicin extract.
Yeah,
and stuff. Joining us again when we get out of the hospital after we get our stomachs pumped.
I'm
because
terrified.
we're gonna eat these right now. So if you want to stick around to see this, you can.
I just want to say I'm sorry. This is my idea.
So let's go over this again. How many Scoville units?
9 million Scoville units, but there's only
9
5 of them in there, so the 7 are not hot. So you have a chance of not getting one hot, but if you do, you're gonna feel it. I'm shaking, honestly.
All right. Oh my gosh, you are shaking too.
The reason
All
I'm
right.
shaking so much because this
Okay,
is my idea.
We gotta get over it. We gotta get over it. We gotta do this. We gotta do this.
No, this is
Okay, so get ready on cameras because we're only doing this once.
I don't want to do the
Pick 'em
whole
up.
thing. I don't want to do the whole
You
thing.
gotta do the whole
No,
thing.
I can't.
Haley Woodside, you go big or you go
I'm
home.
gonna bite the corner.
You all ready?
My heart's racing.
Let's
ready?
cheer first.
Are you ready? Cheers. 1, 2, 3. Go!
Oh no.
Mine's hot.
Oh,
Mine's
no.
hot. Mine's hot. Oh, mine's hot. Oh boy. Mine is instant. I just spit. I just slobbered. I just spit. Oh.
Oh good. Oh my god. Holy crap. Woo! That is.
I can't. I gotta get out.
That is.
We're done. And I said I will never put my guests through that again. Dude, I threw up. Like right after I cut, I gag a little bit. I'm like, oh, it's coming. I go out of the door right over here to my right, and I shut my mic off right away, and I just right into the trash can that we had. Because it was like I couldn't stomach it. It hurt so bad. Joey can
It was
attest
like, what,
to that.
9 million on the scale?
Yeah, no, 9
just
million.
straight extra.
I thought it was 9,000 for the longest time. I kept saying 9,000.
Yeah, I remember seeing it in like the blooper part of it.
In
Or
the end,
of it, yeah.
But in the end, I say 9,000, and Haley Woodside corrects me. She goes 9 million. I said, what? 'Cause it hurt. Like, it was an instant burn. It really got just on your tongue. It got right past your tongue, but didn't go down your throat. It was just right in there, you know. Like, it was probably the worst thing. But we came up with a little thing for you guys to do, and that is to pick something out of a hat. If I can borrow your hat.
Now we get to see that mullet again?
Why is it
Yeah,
see that
I'm gonna
my
back
hat
up
that you
here.
wanna
Do you want
pick
to take
up?
I'll take mine off too.
So,
Feel better?
so let me
No,
come back in here. All right, so
My hair's still good?
so now in this hat, you are all going to pick something, and then we're going to have to draw it with a minute on the clock, which I will set up my timer right now. This is actually this is a pretty good little segment that Noah came up with himself. All right, 1 minute. I'm going to make sure my ringer's on so we can actually hear that. All right, so now we all got to pick our thing. So go ahead.
I'm dropping something. All right.
It's good.
All right, let's see. You gonna wait to reveal?
Yeah, we'll all reveal together. But pick one.
I'll make direct eye contact.
Oh, yes.
You already looked at it?
Yeah, I looked, but I don't know.
Oh.
Hang on, let me throw that.
Can we
hat over.
trade?
Oh no, mine's probably even worse.
All right. You want me to like say?
All right. We'll say in 3, 2, 1. I got the nose.
I got a collar.
I got a dog.
Oh, that's gonna be difficult. Yeah, I got the nose. I mean, I can draw it. Like you both know when we talked about who's who earlier, you got most dramatic and I got most artistic. So
Trying to make this pretty big, right?
So,
you got a car.
Picasso.
Anyone can draw a freaking car.
yeah, just little lines or
Look
whatever.
at the draw.
All right, so you guys ready? And 3, 2, 1, go. I almost forgot what I was going. Oh, you guys are done for.
There's no eraser.
Just exit it out.
I
No,
can't.
you're
when
shaking
I'm
the table.
Yeah. Every advantage that I can get.
Go. 37 seconds left. Nose.
This is tough, actually. All right, I'm gonna get this.
I'm gonna start shading.
I don't know how to make a dog's nose. Triangle or circle?
Good question, actually. I don't even know. I'd probably go triangle.
I make mine eraser.
Yeah, I don't care. It's just a car.
Dogs would have whiskers, right? Oh, that's too small. I got it. How much time do I
9
have?
seconds, 8 seconds,
What's this?
7,
What's your show called?
6. What's the show called? Please welcome.
Herman.
3, 2, 1. Done. Pencils down.
Is that a rabbit?
Oh my gosh.
That's a rabbit.
That is good. That's good. Actually, here, I'm going to write what mine is so you know what it is.
Yeah, me too. I'm better.
Because, all right. Joey, can you get on my camera? I'm going to show mine first. My little nose there.
Do you think we can get like comments on who's they like the best?
Comment down below.
Comment below who's
Comment who wins.
Yeah, comment down below who did the best. Now, you guys can show yours to this camera to my left.
With your car. This is my car.
Yeah, you might have to bring that in a little
Yeah,
closer
or
because,
you can have him show it.
Yeah,
so
you
that
can
that
go
one's
ahead and
Brady.
show us.
Can you see that?
That's your genuine 2018 car.
I kind of. Yeah. All right. Don't
And then
judge.
here's
people,
the
but
dog.
Here's the dog.
Wow.
That's
nice.
not bad. Actually.
Or the rabbit, maybe?
The tongue. It's not a rabbit.
It definitely looks like a rabbit. Joey's telling me in my ear. Yeah, that looks like a rabbit.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, Joey.
Joey, another fun fact about Joey.
Yeah.
I think he was my freshman my senior year.
Oh, really?
I think
I
so.
was. I forget who. He was your what? Camp buddy.
Yeah, yeah, my 2 days. My 2 days.
You guys are like, what? I don't know what talking to. I'm like, I just hear him.
Yeah,
I'm like schizophrenic. He's been talking to me this whole time. All right. So it's been great having you guys on here. It's definitely been a fun time. We talked about some good stuff and Fidos and everything like that, and getting haircuts. I will say, whenever I was like coming up with a guest, I wanted some people that I think would be interesting, and I think you guys really brought that to the table, explaining like your memories and movies you guys watch. Looking at you both, I don't think you would be interested in Vampire Diaries. things like that.
Two big burly
yeah,
guys.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm glad you guys came on and really got to give you a little take on some of the things that you guys like. But that's it for this episode of Please Welcome. Thank you for joining us, and join us next time when Phi Kappa Dodo recruits its newest member, Don Swanson.
Swanson.
Yeah, Donald Swanson. All right, thanks, guys.
Yeah, hey, no problem. I guess I'll see you guys at the house.
Yeah.
Ha 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 ha!